perfect day for it, hey? Oh yeah, a grim day here. Doing test levels, yeah, okay. Yeah, testing 1, 2, 3, testing louder. Loudest probably, but then it's most of the time it's gonna be like this. Sweet. Happy days. No. 1 sec, Kaz. Does my voice get picked up by that or not? It's all good. Sweet. Cool. we on? Well, look at this. That guy looks like he's about 12. Look at his bloody picture. Yeah, really? So there's just no audio until they walk on the field. Or they turn the music off. Well, they're getting ready. About time. Decent crowd. Oh, you can't, can you? Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this round 11 fixture in the NPL NSW men's first grade between the Wollongong Wolves and Sydney FC. My name is Thomas Phillips and welcome to this broadcast this afternoon. We'll run you through the lineups. First with the away team, Sydney FC. Number 5, Meluwethu Nkomu. Number 6, Captain Dylan Rose. Number 8, Lachlan Middleton. Number 11, Marin France. Number 13, Jacob Brazetti. Number 14, Jared Middleton. Number 18, Matthew Scascella. Number 19, Mitchell Glasson. Number 20, Adam Pavlesic. Number 21, Zachary De Jesus. And number 24, Wataru Kamijo. And for the Wollongong Wolves, the home side lining up this afternoon, number 2, Harrison Busnell. Number 3, Darcy Madden. Number 4, Dylan Ryan. Number 5, Banri Kanaizumi. Number 6, Samuel Riak. Number 7, Takumi Ofuka. Number 9, Jake True. Number 10, Yagub Mustafa. Number 20, Vedran Janjetovic. Number 24, and captain Lachlan Scott. And number 88, Christopher McStay. The conditions are perfect here at Wynn Stadium, ladies and gentlemen. Barely a breeze, the sock isn't flying. The ocean is still in the distance and the crowd is trickling in here in Wollongong. The lower grandstand is about 75 to 80% full, so we're in for a good atmosphere here. The crowd down here at the Gong always show out when Sydney FC come to town. Both these teams haven't had the ideal first 10 games of the season. Of course, the Wollongong Wolves sitting in 8th and Sydney FC sitting in 14th, having suffered some heavy losses so far this season. The Wolves sitting in 8th started the season off in fantastic form, winning 3 out of their first 5, but succumbed to 3 defeats in their last 5. They'll be looking to prove something here, having not won a game in the past 5 matches. For Sydney FC, they'll be hoping to get a good win, having not seen 3 points since they versed the Central Coast Mariners almost 2 months back. Both teams have something to prove out here at Wynn Stadium as we await kickoff. is Sydney FC getting us underway, kicking from right to left in their away strip, in their white. Well done there, Cummingjoe. Stay hard into Lachlan Scott. Tussles well, loses out. It's Cummingjoe, looks to turn away. Middleton. Goes long. One, yeah, Glasson. Strong tackle, referee waves play on. Sydney with a chance now. Smart defending. Never any danger there. Chance down, Mustafa. Looking for Trude, he'll get there. Of course, famously a former Sydney FC player himself in the illustrious years with the club. Helped lead the team to their premiership years ago now. Back in the days of the old Sydney Football Stadium. Of course, despite all the upgrades that football stadium has had, it's hard to go past Wynn Stadium as one of the more picturesque grounds in Australian football. In the background, it's a good football now. Nice laid on Ofuka. Ofuka's still going here. It's a chance and it's the opening goal! Takumi Ofuka opens the scoring here and adds to his tally. That's his 9th goal of the season now for the Wollongong Wolves. And that's a dream start for them. Less than 3 minutes into the game. Takumi Ofuka opens the scoring. Sydney FC some abysmal defending there. Neat little combination play, was able to get them through inside. He had 1 or 2 swipes at it, and in the end, clinical finish, the second time of asking. Goal out of almost nothing there. Have suffered some heavy defeats so far this season. Gone down 3-0 to Marconi Stallions and 8-0 to Blacktown. Slightly demoralising for these young players. Suffer these results. They'll have to keep their heads up here to maintain their resolve. They don't want to let the game slip. Especially with a goal conceded so early on. It's very far from ideal. Strong tackle there. Referee again says nothing doing. Dylan Rice getting to his feet. Ryan, rather. That time it is a foul. Ball falls his way. Sydney FC will have to go into crisis protection mode now. Will not want to concede another goal, especially so quickly. They need to forget that happened. reset the score in their minds and just go about their game plan. Limit any further damage this early in the game. Glasson, smartly flicked on. A strong tackle there from McStay. Game progresses on, however. Chipped over the top. Chance now. Sneaky shot there from Mitchell Glasson. Ball just dropped. Janjetovic unsure whether to come or not. And the ball does trickle wide, but Sydney FC looking dangerous. They have their moments. The Wolves likewise have to be wary of getting too overconfident here early in this match. Middleton, back to Rose. Joe out wide. Another free kick conceded on that far side. Ball long to Mustafa. No free kick there, Scarcella. Despite the goal, the Wolves have scored. They've hardly looked the better side in this opening 7 minutes. You see, large amounts of the ball. They're trying to build up, but the Wolves are pressing them high. They're not giving them anything. They know you don't have to have possession to do things with the ball. Smart ball inside now. Chance for Sydney FC. Glasson. Scarcella rather with the shot. Blocked in the end. Another good opportunity for Sydney FC. They're progressing the ball well. Often they're lapsing concentration at the back. They have looked the better side in this opening 7.5 minutes. Long ball into True now. I have to wonder whether part of the defensive woes for this Sydney FC team due to their youth and inexperience in the back line. It's very difficult trying to muscle the ball off these big forwards that the Wolves have at their disposal. There's their interplay and swift combinations of very good going forward, as we see now. De Jesus, far side. Long cross, looking for Glasson. Get it safely out in the end by Madden. Sydney FC with another chance now to go forward. And they reply straight away to that Wolves opening goal. Jacob Brazetti going across to take it now. Drop shot and Como. Back post, headed away. Jesus will clean up again. Just touch. Just coming him undone there. Slight southerly breeze running here at Wynn Stadium, going right to left on your screens. Ball just holding up slightly for the Wolves when they go long. Nothing major, but of course Sydney FC with the wind always carry that momentum. They do play. Apart from that, apart from the large advertisements on the grass still remaining from the rugby fixtures, the pitch is all but perfect. Carpet as usual. Stunning ground as Scott makes his way forward. Scott out to True. Prompt block there by De Jesus. And the Wolves themselves have a corner now. A chance to get numbers forward. very dangerous from corners, the Wolves have been this season. Big centre backs, Bunry, Kanaizumi there, number 5 with a head, with a man bun. Particular danger, very strong in the air. He's already scored a goal this season against Hills. Corner in, towards the goalkeeper. Pushed back in by Rink. Loses out in the end and smartly tidied up from Mustafa. Madden headed on, True. Again, it's height advantage for the Wolves. They can't work with these long balls. It's tussling for it now. You see, get it away this time, however. Smartly infield. Lapse of communication there. It was looking good otherwise. Ball inside now, Scott. Out to Mustafa, tussling with it, fighting for it. In the end, Como did enough to put off his opposite number there. It'll be a goal kick. Been any real composure in this opening 12 minutes. Again, neither team quite finding their feet. Sydney FC, of course, with the lion's share of possession so far, still looking hurried with the ball, under constant pressure from the Wolves. It's well won there. France now running into space, no reinforcements, but does win the free kick. Taken quickly. Rossetti. DJ's rather running into traffic. Fuka playing it back. Long, but again, Sydney FC showing intent, purpose, hunger for that ball. Rossetti now. Middleton out wide. Right idea there. Tyson just pulled his run there at the end. His veteran Janjetovic yet again goes long. Going to play that height advantage, and Wolves do have the ball now with space on this left-hand side. Fuka. Moving in and out. It's back to the safe option now, and the Wolves will have some possession. Back for Riak. France now. What can he do with it? He's got runners left and right. Ball carries on. Garcella now with time. Plays it inside. Good ball. Middleton now. And it's off the post. Lachlan Middleton with the Sydney FC's best chance of the game so far. Scott wins a free kick and relieves some pressure for the Wolves, but what an opportunity that was. It almost looks like Scarcella had too much space there on the edge of the box, was waiting. Finally that run did come from midfield. Lachlan Middleton steaming through and very unlucky in the end. I don't think Janjetovic knew too much about it. In the end, the Wolves are indeed lucky. The game maintains 1-0 in their favour. UFC looking very dangerous since that goal they conceded against the run of play. But I add, defence has looked pretty strong otherwise since that moment. The Wolves now on the back foot. Glasnovic and Janjetovic hurriedly clears the ball out. They do look slightly stressed, this Wolves defence. Midfield definitely being outplayed by the younger, more technical players for the Sydney FC side. Scarcella maintains control of the ball. He doesn't rush it, this player does. Matthew Scarcella takes his time. There's a chance now. Brazitti lines up the shot. In the end, perhaps he should have taken it earlier. Was on for him. He started inside. In the end, the shot didn't have that power needed, or the conviction. Again, the Wolves trying to play out under immense pressure. David Carney will not like the look of this opening 15 minutes, despite their advantage on the scoreboard. Rose across to Middleton, the other brother, that is Jared Middleton at centre back, with a Lachlan in midfield with that chance. Middleton, France, after Brazitti now, what can he do? He's got him backpedaling. France with the opportunity to shoot, lays it off instead, and again Sydney FC just not pulling the trigger, getting in those spaces. They have the Wolves defenders backpedaling, panicking. Just hesitating that last moment when they should be opening their body up and getting a shot off. They're just opting for that safer option. Ball's about risks. They're going to take some more risks. They're going to score a goal here, Sydney FC. Scarcella. Scarcella rather now on it. Neat 1-2. Middleton, Scarcella, Glasson. Funry there, using his strength and size, and does win the free kick. Mitch Glasson fighting for it. Youth versus experience there. Kanezumi winning out this time. Long ball, straight out of play. Wolves haven't been able to progress the ball through midfield so far this game. Facing that block, Sydney FC players moving in and out of positions constantly, opening up space, and on the attack it's proving very successful for them. In fact, making it hard for me to track their players and who's moving where. France, wide to De Jesus. Early cross in. Too much on that in the end. Once again, promising areas. Opening 20 minutes, Sydney FC with the lion's share of chances and possession. And very dangerous. It's only the scoreline that deceives them at the moment. Ball held up in the wind, but once again, Sydney FC are winning that first header. And they're winning the ball on the ground. In strongly there from Rose, forcing the Wolves back. Mafuka into McStay. Scott, surrounded by white shirts, immediately win it back. They've got that hunger, Sydney FC do about them. Smart ball forward, Glasson now. They do look sharp. Don't look like a team that would lose 8-0 to Blacktown, that's for sure. Despite only having 2 wins so far this season, certainly not playing a team that reflects their stats and their position in the table. Brazitti takes on and past Mustafa. Lines up Madden now. Wins the corner. Seems like Sydney The Wolves can't deal with the technicality of these Sydney FC players. The sharpness of them. Again, short corner. Nkomo. Lofted into the back post. Who's there? Shot comes in. Rose was on his weak foot there. Centre back venturing way out of his area. Just a glimpse of why he is at centre back. Clearance shot that was. Scott smartly down for Mustafa. Once again, Kamijo is everywhere. Sweeping up in that defensive midfield position. He's not letting anything past him. Mistake there in Como. Relieves the pressure. And the Wolves now have a chance. Surely they'll try and slow it down now. Get some bodies in the box. They can't play this game at Sydney FC's pace. They're losing out every time. They have to slow it down. They have to play to their strengths. Perhaps his set piece is one of them. They do have a height advantage, a strength advantage. Some tall red shirts in that penalty box. McStay to take. McStay in the danger area. Good save there in the end. Good punch away. Wolves in no rush to take this. They are slowing the game down. They have to. McStay with the volley! A shot out of nowhere there. Chris McStay on the edge of the area. He took his time, didn't rush it. And a spectacular effort flying through the air. The Wollongong Wolves are almost 2-0 up out of seemingly nothing. A long throw that was headed out by the defence. Chris McStay almost doubling the Wolves' advantage here. And that is the danger of Sydney FC. They can't lapse in concentration. They might be dominating, they might be on top, but at the end of the day, if you get the ball in the back of the net, that's all that matters. It's the only thing that counts in the end. Out now, Braziti. Glasson now. Of course, Mitch Glasson has played a number of games for the A-League side. He's very good. He has scored. You can tell what they see him. You can understand why they're picking him for the squad. Ufuk Tale. Chance now for the Wolves, though. McStay on the counter-attack. Pavlicic just tracking back and just unable to keep the ball in play there. McStay. It was a good opportunity, and once again, Wolves always have that in them. Good side will always be clinical. Good side won't need more than 2 chances to score 2 goals. The Wolves really are serious about being in contention for any sort of silverware. They've been starved of it since 2019 at the very least. Need to be clinical. Even when they have off games like this one so far, if they can be clinical, if they can go into the halftime break with a lead of any sort, I feel like David Carney will herald that as success. Again, Ryan just hurried on the ball. No time for it, no time to pick out his pass. Closed down straight away. those young, fresh legs of Sydney FC. The header's on now. Using his strength well, and Scott goes for the volley. Pavlicic, eager to get his team on the move. Smart touch, Scarcella losing out in the end. Smart ball across from McStay, opens the field up. It's good football. Madden, Scott, touch slightly behind him. It's Glasson now, tracking back. That's a striker for Sydney FC there, bringing the ball out of play, helping them progress it forward. Scarcella now, can he find the pass? Once again, just out of reach there. France it is on the far side. Of course, Sydney FC without Quintal, the top goal scorer so far this season, not on the bench either. They scored 3 of their 6 goals, 7 goals so far this season. They'll be missing him. In fact, their second top goal scorer, Marine France, is equal in tallies to the amount of own goals that they've scored this season, or rather other teams have scored for them, which is never a promising statistic for the striking department of any club, of any team. You can see so far this game they haven't been clinical. Can the Wolves be clinical now? McStay with another chance perhaps. Mustafa on his left foot. Well blocked in the end. 3 white shirts converging upon him. And they'll try and counter now. No support for him, no support. Glasson comes out with the throw. React with the obvious double-handed shove there. Sydney FC again come out with possession. Smart turn, Kamijo. So sharp on the ball there in midfield. Completely dominating it for his side so far. Brazitti cuts inside, goes for the shot this time. Growing into the game they are. Mustafa pressured, forcing the mistake, and defending. Sydney FC almost seem to have 5 in midfield. Happy for the centre-backs to have the ball for the Wolves, knowing they either can go long or have to keep playing it amongst themselves. But whenever they try and encroach into that middle area of the field, it's just a wall of white shirts. It's working out for them so far. Only a lapse in concentration leading to the Wolves' goal. Madden, poor ball forward. Rose with the poor ball forward. Luckily, not pounced upon, and Middleton now can get the ball out for his team. Glasson, sharp turn. Looking for options, asking for runners. Doesn't find the pass, but does recover fantastically well. Didn't give up on his ball, and the plays it forward to Scarcella. Just runs out of room there on that far side. See, they have just that touch more desire for the ball. An inch more technical ability. They are younger players, of course, and it does affect the game for them, but they are showing promising signs. The home crowd, very quiet so far. Not much to get excited about, as of yet. Madden. Mustafa. True. Plays it blind. It's a good pass. Mustafa now. Smart ball inside. Scott. A lunging Lachlan Scott there. Just unable to get a toe on it. Fantastic opportunity Again, the Wolves showing how dangerous they can be when their forwards link up on that break. An excellent inside cross there from Yakub Mustafa. Saw the run of Scott and just slightly unable to find him. Next day, finding nothing but grass and a white shirt. And FC do have another chance to attack now. Middleton, back to Middleton. Rositi, been causing trouble. May have jinxed him there. Cross, Kamijo. The space. Glasson, hurried by Kanaizumi. Nkomo now with the shot. Ventured forward from left back, tucked inside, and Janjanovic saw it all the way. Fizzed past his left upright. Never in any danger. And that is interesting. Apart from that one chance that Lachlan Middleton had where he darted inside and Scarcella was able to hold the ball up long enough to find him. Apart from that one chance, they've been restricted to shots outside the box. It is true for all their possession. They're still struggling to break down that formidable back line as McStay has it now. Ofuka. Could be no more than a goal kick. But once again, the Wolves growing into the game a bit now, making more chances. Strong tackle in there from Rose. Sydney FC come away with it, and it's a sharp ball to Glasson. Just ventured offside there. White shirts there flying through the air to get that ball. That desire we're talking about. Scuffle now, De Jesus. Kamijo. Middleton. Yard of space, just forced back again. Scarcella thought about the shot. Glasson. Middleton now. Lachlan Middleton for the second time this game has found the upright. This time past the outstretched arms of Vedran Janjanovic. Slightly snatched in the end of the edge of that area, but once again, Sydney FC with ample time in their build-up. They're able to find the right pass. They're creating good opportunities here. David Carney will just hope that they don't manage to put one of those in the back of the net before half-time. Can only imagine what he's going to say to these players at the interval. Definitely won't be happy despite the scoreline. Well, Chester down. Scott now bundled over. Referee calling for him to get up. Much to the confusion of the Wolves players who wanted a penalty there. Did look clumsy, but nonetheless, the game plays on, and Sydney FC now with a chance on the counter. Brazitti, what can he do this time? Darts inside. again. Blocked by Darcy Madden, who's used to his tricks now, I think. McStay, can he find the runner? Not quite the right pass, but Mustafa immediately surrounded by 4 white shirts. There's a tangle. It does look like a tangle of shoelaces. Glasson gets back to his feet. Does look like Mitch Glasson is indeed just appealing to the referee's nature there for a free kick. I didn't see what happened. I certainly don't think the referee saw what happened. Certainly wasn't deliberate. Not sure what you folks saw at home. As you saw then, you just have to get on with the play sometimes. The Wolves appealing for a penalty, and in their dismay, almost conceded a goal at the other end. Ryan venturing infield. Scott. Smart ball inside. Look at that run True was making. Oh boy, it would be a treat for the Wolves if they were to get a second before half time. It would just deflate the energy of the Sydney FC players. You have the momentum much of the first half. It is heartbreaking to still go into half time down by 2. Hardly the ideal situation. The Wolves win the ball back here. Looking to compose it now. We're going to reset. Madden with the long throw, finds the feet, almost links up. Poor long pass there. Now gives it away. Now a chance for Sydney FC. Mitch Glasson again venturing offside. Misses the shot anyway. I don't know what he's appealing for. He put it well wide, but it looked like he was an inch or 2 offside. Shaking his head, Mitch Glasson. I don't think you can argue too much when the fourth official has the clearest view like that. Right along the 30-yard line. Painted on. Tries to flick it on to no avail. It's Garcella now with options. Can he find the right one? Ofuka now with time and space. Inside to McStay. Scott, smart turn. Lachlan Scott now with a chance! Lachlan Scott inches away from doubling the Wolves' advantage here. Third shot off the upright now in this game. France now. On his right foot, he's still going. France with the shot. Marine France with much less conviction than Lachlan Scott. The result the same for both players, however. No goal. Very smart combination. McStay and Scott, you can tell they've grown in this relationship with each other. They've been forming towards the latter parts of last season, but when they do have the slightest amount of space going forward, combination play is excellent. And Scott's intuition just to turn was experience from his A-League days. Just that awareness, knows the body positions of his defenders so well. Knows how to turn them so easily. Makes it look effortless. Scott, only the 4 goals this season. All 4 coming in the first half. First 5 games that they played. Started off strong with the double against Sydney United. His last goal came 6 games ago against Blacktown. Their 1-0 win. Since then it's been Ofuka carrying the larger burden of the Wolves' attack, having scored 8 goals this season. 9 now, including today's game. Hat-trick against Hills. Brace against Olympic. A brace against Sutherland. Fantastic addition to the Wolves squad so far this season. Scott losing out, trying too much. White shirts going forward now. Riak. Good timing. Mustafa into McStay. Smart nutmeg there. Outside of the boot. Ofuka. Chance now. Ball in. McStay! And it's in. Chris McStay gets his goal, and it's well deserved. You can't deny him that, and the Wolves have doubled their lead here at Wynn Stadium. On the 42nd minute mark, a fantastic play. Chris McStay with the nutmeg, plays it out wide and gets himself on the end of that cross by Ofuka. And clinical finish there. And Sydney FC now downtrodden, looking very dejected, having the lion's share of possession, play and chances. Been unable to manufacture anything of real substance, hit the post twice, and the Wolves, clinical, doubling their lead, and stays like this, they'll be very happy to go into the break with a 2-goal advantage. Chris McStay delighted. But he got his goal. He's worked hard. He's been pushing the attacks forward, feeding Lachlan Scott, and he thoroughly deserved that one. Only his 2nd goal of the season. He's looked very lively. Well taken goal in the end. For Sydney FC, it's the same old story. Very good technically, dominating possession, but just not able to make that count on the score sheet. It's the hardest part about football, scoring goals. That is why we herald strikers so much. That's why they are valued so highly in this game.
Confirmation of that goal score has been attributed to number 88, Chris McStay. And with that, all those kids under 13 trying to make your way down to the half-time wolf chase. All those kids under 13, make your way down to the southern end right now for the half-time wolf chase.
Outside of the game, the Wolves here have called to try and marshal the wolf chase. They do run at half-time, an iconic fixture, stretching back to their NSL days, back in the 80s and 90s. Indeed, early 2000s when they won back-to-back championships. There's Ofuka, shirt being pulled all over the place. Indeed, a flood of children out of your picture coming across now to enter this wolf chase. This will be very popular, quite the spectacle. You may be able to bring it to you live. Look at them all lining up. Such an incredible tradition. One unique, I think, in the entire world. There's no other team that does a wolf chase.
There'll be a minimum of 1 minute at a time.
As we go into the final minute of added time at the end of this first half. Sydney FC looking very dejected. Not quite breaking forward with the same urgency they had throughout much of the first half. They're still in the game, of course, still well in it. But not the goal you want to concede right before half-time. De Jesus, no options in the box. Incredible turnout here on this Sunday afternoon here in Wollongong. Has done well. De Jesus across to the far post once again. Merely finds the touchline. They'll be very disappointed at that. And that is half-time here at Wynn Stadium. Wollongong Wolves scoring at the beginning and the end of this half. You could argue that it was slightly against the run of play, both goals, but Sydney FC have been far from clinical. They've hit the post twice, but apart from that, they've been restricted to long shots, half chances, and there it is, the Wollongong Wolves who walk into the sheds with their heads up. That 2-goal lead, courtesy of Ofuka and Chris McStay. We're back in the second half. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Too early, too early. All you kids come back here. All you kids come back here. Stop, stop. welcomed down on the pitch with Tommy Phillips from NPL TV. Hope the call's going well. Alright, for those that haven't seen the halftime wolf chase, we're going to have two wolf chasers here today. The first one will be these smallest children, a little bit of a warm-up, and then we'll have about 200 kids running around on Wing Stadium. When you get up to the wolf, you grab that tail. Grab the tail. If you get the tail, you get $20, okay? Let's get this ball out. Okay, you kids all ready? Everyone ready? Just this front line. You're all ready here. In 3, 2, 1, go! There we go. We've got a winner there. We've got a winner. Very well done, mate. What is your name? And how's it feel to be wearing a hat of the losing team today? Very well done, mate. You take your $20. If you guys all want to have a second go, if you want to have a second go, everyone back on the line. That's a nice little warm-up. Okay. Now the wolf's got a little bit of breath back. It's time for round 2. Okay. Okay. All kids on the line, ready? In 3, 2, 1, go!
It's all good then. I just keep it as it is, I reckon, and if it's peaking. Yeah, true. I will just keep it so it doesn't peak. It's their fault if it's not too loud. If it's not loud enough. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to this round 11 fixture between Sydney FC and the Wollongong Wolves here at Wynn Stadium. My name's Thomas Phillips. I'll be calling this second half. Welcome to all our viewers from wherever you may be tuning in here. First half saw a very even contest. Sydney FC conceding after 3 minutes, and indeed with 3 minutes left to go in that first half, and despite having the lion's share of possession, despite dominating for most of the game, they did come up short at the end and went into the halftime break trailing. With some heated words on both change rooms, however. David Carney far from happy with their performance in the first half, despite their 2 goals. They're definitely the second best team out there for a large portion of it. Of course, that all counts for naught. You can't capitalise and score goals. That is what the game's about, and the Wolves have been clinical. Fuka getting the first after 3 minutes. Sheer force of will that goal was. McStay, on the other hand, thanks to some silky skills. Linked up, or Fuka getting the assist on that one. Stay toe poking it in. Interesting to see what Sydney FC can bring to the table in this second half. Lots of moments of promise. And that young squad. True. 1-2 off the back there of Mustafa. Joe. Joe, one of the more promising players for Sydney FC in that first half. Just completely dominated the midfield for a large portion of the game. Of course, did all he could to progress the ball forward, and forward line were the ones just unable to put the ball in the net. Lachlan Middleton hitting the post twice in that first period. The Wolves will have to be careful. There is that ever-present danger. Sydney FC are able to keep their energy up. Just add some composure to their technical game, then the Wolves will be wary. They don't want to throw this game out, as they have a number this season so far. Most devastating of all. Referee wave play on. Scott furious on the sideline. Scarcella. Glasson now. Glasson with the chance. And it's Mitch Glasson, who stuns the Wollongong Wolves here early in the second half. Stuns the crowd as well. Goal almost out of nothing. Lachlan Scott bundled over. The ball progressed forward. Neat touch there from Scarcella. A lucky touch perhaps, but nonetheless, Mitch Glasson, hungry, sniffed out that chance and put that goal well away in the end. Janjetovic, no chance. And just like that, Sydney FC are back in the game, and look at them, they're hungry now. Ball given away by Mustafa. De Jesus. Does appear to have been a substitution. Nathan Manatidis has come on at the halftime break. Confirmation of who he made way for. Scott had it on, gets it back now. Lachlan Scott now with the opportunity. And a fantastic save there by Pavlesevic. Lachlan Scott denied. You would have put the house on him to put the goal away from there, but he's missed a very easy chance. And we'll talk about being clinical in that first half, and that was some chance for the Wolves to instantly respond, instantly put their foot back on the pedal and get back in the driver's seat here. But poor finish from Scott. He'll be kicking himself. Again, it's a poor clearance. Bunnery, Kanaizumi, Glasson again with it now. Game's livening up. Mustafa fighting for it. Wins out. Still fighting. Forza McStay. Fooker will do well to try and win it here now. Como coming away stronger there. It's Glasson again. Clearly offside this time. David Carney furious on the sideline. He wants a yellow card. His former side, Sydney FC, of course, David Carney. Prolific winger and fullback, both the Australian side and Sydney FC. Won that 2014 title with them a decade ago now. How time flies. Smart flick on. Mustafa first time effort. Confirmation of that half-time substitution. Jacob Brazitti comes off. Replaced number 28, Nathan Amanatidis. Game completely turned on its head there with that goal from Sydney FC. Suddenly they're straight back in it. Looking very, very dangerous. Wolves, of course, no stranger to letting a lead slip. Against Marconi early this season. Indeed against St. George here last week. Up 2-0, I believe. Ended up drawing 2-2 against Olympic. Conceding in the 94th minute. Roy O'Donovan there, Irish striker. Snatching a victory right at the death. True now. Was he tripped over? Yes, he was, and that's a free kick. What colour is the card? It is only yellow. And that was a very good opportunity. Jacob True took it in his stride. Fantastic touch and was tripped. Was on the edge of the box, and it's a dangerous opportunity now. Let's see who takes it. Who their free kick specialist is. Game sparking to life. Who else? Takumi Ofuka or Dylan Ryan. With a right footer. Curling away from the goalkeeper on the left. Can he get it up and down in time? Got a good angle of this now. It's Ryan, straight at the wall. Falls again. Ofuka, can he get the ball in? Just hesitated on the ball there. Just wins a throw, but bit of a letdown for Wollongong Wolves. Poor free kick there in the end. Dylan Ryan just putting his foot through it straight into the wall. Far from ideal. Scott headed on. McStay! Oh, smart turn there. Well defended. Darcy Madden tracking back well, halting that counter attack before it even started. Stay. Scott. Switches play. Ryan. Marauding forward. McStay now. Can they get a shot away, the Wolves? White shirts crowd the edge of the box. Cross now just behind the players. It's Riak. Forced back. Kanaizumi. Finds the pass. Ofuka. He take his man on now. Scott, brilliant turn. Lachlan Scott, will he shoot? Ofuka now. Harassed there. It will be a throw-in for the Wolves. This is much better play from them. Much more dangerous than they did in that first half. Just need someone to have a shot. Sydney FC forced back against their own 18-yard box. Meanwhile on the sideline, it does look like Sydney FC are preparing a double substitution here. They'll have to deal with this throwing first. Riak. Does win the free kick. Smart play from him there. I wonder who'll take it this time. Does look like Chris McStay is lining up over it. Slightly back. 6 yards behind where the previous free kick was. That will definitely not 10 yards back. Still not 10 yards back, but referee's content. Play will go on. McStay. Stay to the back post. Free header. Bunnery. And an excellent save there. Pavlicic again, and Sydney FC now with the counter-attack. 1-on-1. Too direct there from Amantatides. Both teams come away unscathed from that play. France was bundled to the ground there by Scott. Legally. Still would have hurt though. Dylan Ryan in strong, concedes the free kick. Perhaps it will be time now for a double substitution. Coming on, number 2. Noah Matthey. Making way for number 6, Dylan Rose.
Number 6, Dylan Rose.
Coming on, number 3, Tyler Williams. Making away for number 24, Wataru Kamijo.
Making way for number 2, Noah Matthew.
Some horrendous butchering there of the name by in-house MC for the Wollongong Wolves. Shame Waturo Kamijo. One of the better players on the pitch so far, especially in that first half. Commanded play. Unlucky to be pulled, and we'll see how Sydney FC deal without him. Williams now, first touch of the ball. Hops long, tough ball. Matthew, strong in the air. Glasson. Comes away with it. Ball bundled in, and McStay twisting and turning, trying to find his head. Does reset play in the end. Smart move. Matthew, fullback. You see, looking long. Route 1 football now. Scarcella, smartly done, draws the foul. The shadows do creep across this pitch here in Wollongong. Temperature dropping slightly. The warmth of the sun now evading us. Evening breeze sure to pick up soon. Will be a chilly night. There's no clouds in the sky. And that sea breeze will start drifting across. See, it's interesting to see how that affects the game. Certainly the players' fitness levels will be optimum with this cooler weather. Nothing worse than playing football in the heat with players' energies are sapped and feels like every step is an effort. No, these are ideal conditions for football. The air is crisp and clean. As we find ourselves in the last half an hour of this game, it's anyone's game. The Wolves will be hoping not to let this lead slip. Try and get some forward momentum to the second half of this season. Sydney FC, they'll be looking to build upon their good football and try and make something happen here. Ryan, scuffed cross. Again to Ryan. Poor touch, McStay pounces. Middleton all the way to Matthew. Williams. France. First real touches of this game in the second half, rather. Wasted cross. Fuka bundled the touchline there. As we get some vision of the crowd. The stadium looking quite healthy here. The lower section of Wynn Stadium. Almost packed out. Certainly a stark contrast, some cold, windy Friday nights we've had here. The sea breeze slaps your face. Bodies are flying everywhere. There's that time in the afternoon where everyone's just getting a bit lethargic. It's neither evening nor afternoon. It's strange hour. The game's just drawn to a lull. Both teams needing a goal. Sydney FC more than the Wolves, but either way, neither team will want this scoreline to persist for much longer. France now. Delayed layoff, and it was poor judgment in the end, and Como drifted offside. Pitch again going long. Garcella. Middleton across now. France again on the ball. Can he do something better with it this time? No, he can't. Oh, it's just drifting. Scott lunges to recover it. Does well. The Wolves with a chance now. Fuka across to True. Plays it early. Comes away with it again. 3 players for Sydney FC there, converging upon him and coming away with the ball now. They've got energy. Good tackle there. Dylan Ryan just overrun it in the end. Foot fell over the ball. Slight fatigue stretching in for both teams. Jake True is on the ground, but Sydney FC are not kicking the ball out. True is still on the ground. Still nothing doing. Finally, the ball will be kicked out of play in Como. Much to the dismay of the Sydney FC coaching staff, and True will be able to get some treatment now. In the meantime, Wolves are preparing a substitution. This appeared to be number 27, Damon Gray, getting ready on the sideline. Interesting to see who makes way for him.
Substitution for your Wollongong Wolves, number 9, Jake True.
Confirmation of that, Jake True making way. Number 27, Damon Gray.
Number 27, Damon Gray.
Let's see what impact this can have on the game. Sydney FC also preparing another substitution of their own. Here they're preparing a striker, number 9, Bailey Callahan, getting ready to come on. Matthew Kanazumi strong to it. Riak. McStay. Ball given away. Como. Smart touch. Unable to evade Madden. Forced back, and the Wolves have a chance now. Well looked up. Mustafa finds Ofuka, who plays it in. Again with Mustafa. What can he do with it now? On his left foot. Cuts it back. Riak. Never looked up for a shot then. Ryan. The cross in. Causing trouble. Body position well from the substitute. His first touches, unable to get anything more out of it though. And Sydney FC will try and get forward now. Strong energy from Manatides. Smart defending. Stay. Nice ball for Scott, who stays on side here. Lachlan Scott. Lachlan Scott inside now with a chance, and Lachlan Scott off the post. Unbelievable. It's the second time he's hit the upright so far today. And he will be furious with himself. Keeper Pavlicic in no man's land, no chance of that. Turned his defender inside out. Middleton had no idea what was going on there. That deco run then of of Fuka. Refused the entire Sydney FC defence, and it was a brilliant pass from McStay over the top, and the rest, Lachlan Scott did all the hard work. Agonisingly close, as we have confirmation of this substitution now. The 21, De Jesus coming off. Number 9, Bailey Callahan coming on in his stead.
Making way for number 9, Bailey Callahan.
Ryan using his body well, winning the free kick. Stay again, standing over it. The crosser of choice for this Wolves side. Of course, his father, extremely famous player for Celtic Football Club in Glasgow. Stay to the back post. Goes all the way in the end. Madden, perhaps not expecting it. Touch just laboured. Matthew. Wolves pressing high now. They want that third goal. They want to seal this game off. As it stands, Sydney FC will remain within a sniff of getting a point. Another goal you'd feel would surely seal it off. Surely end all hopes for Sky Blue. Mustafa. Mustafa out to Ryan. McStay. Just faltered at the last minute. Ryan's been very active in this second half. Had a lot to deal with, and he's been a lot more secure than he was in the first, not letting much past him. Indeed, the Wolves have looked much more composed in this second half. Despite conceding that goal early, out of nothing it came, they have dominated the game. They've put their foot down and not let this young Sydney FC team run them around. Not sure what David Carney said to them at half-time, but it has worked. They've looked like the Wolves side that early this season was in fact leading the competition. Whilst they were unable to make it last, now indeed sitting at 8th place, 13 points off the top. They are looking in better form now to reverse their recent run of poor results. Ofuka now. Stay. Bundled off the ball. Referee didn't see it. Game plays on. Callahan out wide. France. Another chance now. Can France do something this time? That back post. Long ball, and it is Darcy Madden that comes away with it now. He's got only Scott. Lachlan Scott trying to find that pass. Stay reaching. Just rushing their passes. A lot of space here now. France with the chance. Lassen rather. Finding himself on that left wing. In ample time, and I think everyone stopped. No one was quite sure what was going on there. Mitch Glasson found himself with a golden opportunity and it dissipated just as quickly as it came. Vedran Janjelevic was alive to it and made himself big. Nonetheless, Sydney FC, out of nowhere, almost straight back in this game. Wolves just feeling like they're ready for that cup of tea tonight. They're ready to settle down to bed, get warm by the heater. FC, the young guns, they're still fighting for this. They're still looking very lively. Much greater sense of urgency from them. The ball's lofted in. Chance now. Glasson took a touch. Why did he take a touch there? Surely the first time shot was on. Mitch Glasson just hesitated. The ball fell perfectly for him, and that's 2 chances for him. 2 golden opportunities. In the space of 3 minutes, he's unable to do anything with it. He'll be kicking himself. That's where as a striker, Lachlan Scott, he's missed 2 chances. That's Glasson now, he's missed 2 chances as well in this second half. And just catching practice. Nonetheless, Sydney FC looking very dangerous. The Wolves will have to slow the game down now if they're hoping to stop this sky blue tide that's rushing against them. Janjelevic goes long to the overload. Mustafa now finds himself with some space. The game opening up. Mustafa again falters on the ball. Hasn't quite found his feet so far this afternoon. Far from his best. Ryan hurried off it and lack of communication here from the Wolves. Dylan Ryan very frustrated with his teammates. Incredible touch there. Amanatidis skips away with it now. Amanatidis opened his body up for a shot there for a second. Was tired from that run, just gave the ball away. Some tired legs out there. Did the same, Damon Gray. Not sure what's happening at the moment. Both teams look confounded. You see, very aggressive. 13 minutes left to play. Bunry puts his foot through it. Scott, smartly done there. Lachlan Scott, what can he make of this? Goes for goal. That was deflected and it will be a corner. Much to the Wolves' relief. Bunry just leathering that ball. Falls serendipitously there for Lachlan Scott, who's unable to get anything of meaning behind that shot, but nonetheless good enough to get a corner and good enough to get the ball away from Janjelevic's goal. It's all that matters at the moment. As McStay labours over to take this corner. Ball whipped in, free header. Free perhaps a exaggeration there. Dylan Ryan rising above the rest. Just unable to time his jump well enough. Wolves pressing higher now. Slightly more urgency, not letting Sydney FC play out. Sydney FC midfield still looking sharp, despite harassment from the Wolves. Middleton spreading it wide. France. Ball still in play for Sydney. Middleton can reset. Clever ball inside. Good turn, France. Manatiti's on it now. Smart ball inside, and Como edge of the area. Glasson trying to manufacture something for himself there. It's Damon Gray's bundle off the ball, and it'll be a brief reprise now for the Wolves. Moment for them to breathe. They've had moments, the Wolves, of composure. A large part of this game, they've looked second best, especially with the ball at their feet. Scott, smart ball. Damon Gray now misses it. Simple chance and a very tame effort in the end, straight into the body of Pavlicic. Once again, the Wolves missing opportunities, not being clinical. We talked about this in the first half, where they were clinical. It falls to the back post and it's in! Oh my word, it's a substitute. Callahan just put that header, just tamely fell to the right of Janjetovic. The Wolves defence stood still. The ball got floated over, and just like that, Sydney FC is straight back in the game. You can't say they haven't deserved it. They've hit the post twice. They've had 2 chances squandered by their strike, and it is indeed the substitution. Callahan that was able to make the most of the opportunity and draw his team level. 9 minutes left to play. Game completely open now. No telling what could happen next. The Wolves need to sharpen up. Be clinical. As it stands, they're in danger not only of losing 2 points out of this contest, but all 3. Sydney FC, by far the better side as it stands. Bunry, foot through it again. Story of the Wolves season so far, whether dominating games or not, for large periods or small, been unable to keep a clean sheet, and they've been unable to kill games off. The last 3 games, losing 3-4 to Olympic, losing 1-2 to Apia, and drawing 2-2 with St. George. All 3 winnable games for them. All 3 games, they were dangerous. Indeed, deserving more goals out of it. The defence just letting them down. Just lapses in concentration. To continually score and concede more goals, they'll be very disappointed. McStay now. The near post, the header. Flashes across everyone. Did look like Darcy Madden got a slight touch on it. Nonetheless, out for a goal kick, and the Wolves are running out of time. The script flipped now, having gone in 2-0 at the break. Score is now 2-2. And the lethargic nature of the Wolves' play over the last 20 minutes. Seeing this home crowd with nothing more than a moonrise to appreciate over the ocean. As we ring in the evening. Golden light flashing across that famous hill there. overlooking South Wollongong Beach. McStay. It falls down for Sydney FC. Chance to break forward now. Amanatides. Strong tackle, Bunry. Kanaizumi been fantastic in the second half. It would be much greater if he wasn't as alert as he was. Chance now, Scott. What can he do with it? Poor in the end. They do look laboured, this Wolves side. They have done for about the past 20 minutes, actually. Not creating too much, or rather creating chances. They're not really feeling very energised. There's no sense of urgency for them. Do they want this win or not? Here's Scott. Smart ball. Mustafa just waiting for it, and he wins the corner. Crowd trying to rally their team here now. McStay now, standing over it. Long cross, back post, and it's not wasted. It's still in. Bicycle kick. Damon Gray with a spectacular effort over the head. Ball just inches over the crossbar. Another chance for the Wolves goes begging. Sydney FC not content with settling for a draw here. They want the win. They want the 3 points. Only had 2 so far this season. They know they can get one out of this game. They know they're in with a sniff. The Wolves having succumbed 4 times to defeat. Only 1 less than this Sydney FC team. We've been on the ropes while sitting 14th. Sydney FC team that's indeed only scored 11 goals all season. Wolves having now conceded 16. They need to improve their game. They hope of achieving anything this season, both in this NPL season and in the Australia Cup. Cross in. Still alive. France now in coma with the shot. Wolves on the back foot. Scott with an inch of space. Looks up. Not many options, but he charges forward. Can he spot the runner now? At the back post, Mustafa arriving. And there is another corner for the Wolves. Crowd getting more rowdy now. Can the Wolves make something of this? 2 minutes of normal time left. Let's see what happens. This crowd that's come out, they deserve something. They want something. Can Chris McStay deliver from this corner? McStay, good ball. Bunry the far post, and it's in! Bunry Kanaizumi has put the Wolves ahead, and the crowd goes wild here at Wynn Stadium. A free header at the back post, they've looked threatening, and they've finally done it. Bunry Kanaizumi puts the Wolves ahead 3-2 now to score with 1.5 minutes normal time left. Can they hold on? Cuts up in the grandstand. The crowd are loving it. Can the Wolves hang on now? Sydney FC will be devastated with themselves. They've worked so hard. Worked so hard this game. Sydney FC will make a last-minute substitution. Matthew Scarcella making way now. Number 35, Jai Rose. A last throw of the dice for this Sydney FC side. You can't say they haven't deserved it, the Wolves. As gallant and brave as Sydney's fight have been, the Wolves have been the better side, especially in this second half. Lachlan Scott's 2 missed chances. He'll be up late thinking about them, but perhaps it'll be for naught after all if they are able to hang on to this lead. Kanai Zumi with his 2nd goal of the season, his 2nd header. When will they... 3rd goal of the season, rather. When will they learn they have to mark him? Just has an uncanny knack getting past, but that's bad news for the Wollongong Wolves fans. 4th official indicating a minimum of 5 added minutes here at the end of this 2nd half. Will this goal be enough? Will the Wolves need another? Can the Wolves' experience hold out here? Jai Rose, first touch of the game. Lays it off. Callahan. Back to Rose, who skies it. Much to the delight and raptures of this Wollongong crowd. Janjetovic will be in no rush to take this goal kick now. We passed the first minute of this added time. This game was sparked to life at the end of this 2nd half. Sydney FC goal giving him a glimmer of hope with 8 to go, and the last-ditch winner, perhaps, as it stands, is the winner. But nothing is written in, nothing is concrete. Stay in too hard again. That's the Scottish in him. Ball chipped forward again. Stay. Mustafa just waiting for it, just labouring again. Doesn't look too sharp this afternoon, and need to make amends now. Mustafa does so. Keeps the ball in. No, he doesn't. Much to the fury of the Wolves crowd and bench. Assistant referee adamant in his decision. Of course, he did have the best view, so we can only assume and trust him. The Scott, smart pass forward. Ofuka now. Takumi Ofuka just falters at the last minute. Did all the hard work. Fake shot and just unable to pull the trigger. Glasson immediately pressured. Advantage played, says the referee. Ryan puts his foot through it. Again, the lofted balls. It's almost too easy for Kanaizumi, those are. They've looked the most dangerous Sydney FC when they've played it through the middle and they're charging numbers forward, as they are now. Nkomo, options either side of him. Goes to the middle, falls out now. Callahan tries to cut it back on his left. Does concede the free kick. A flying hand into the face of Dylan Ryan. And yet he was furious about something. Not sure what, but it is a yellow card in the end. Dylan Ryan with a smirk. The experienced head there, winning that free kick. It's a glorious golden light streams in across where it can in Wynn Stadium. Ball forced to Callahan, who plays it over the top. And that's put into the sea there. Darcy Madden, anywhere will do for Wolves. They've had their chances to extend this lead. They've had a chance to make this game a convincing win for them. They've been unable to do it. And as a result, here they are, crowded at the edge of their own box. The ball's in. Kanazumi once again, towering presence there in that back line. Headed to put the Wolves ahead at the death. And headed there, perhaps to save a point, but nothing's written. Corner kick, upcoming. Goalkeeper Pavlicic, he's in there as well. Held to leather now. It's do or die for Sydney FC. Can they get something from this? Ball in. It's at the front post. How has that not gone in? Ball is cleared, and that is the final whistle. The Wollongong Wolves have snatched the victory here from the jaws of defeat. Sydney FC, they had a nightmare first half. Going into the half-time break, 2 goals down. They clawed their way back in the second half. Ironically, looking the lesser team in the second half for large parts. They were able to score 2 goals and really frighten the Wolves there. 10 minutes to go, however. There's a header in the 90th minute there from Bunley Kanezumi, who was able to put the Wolves ahead, and they clung on for a large period of extra time. Final score, the Wollongong Wolves 3 defeating Sydney FC 2.